Da-dum. Yep, you're gonna need a bigger boat. Safari Alaska was filmed in front of a live animal audience. We made our way down to the Kenai Peninsula and into the town of Seward.
Cool thing is,
We checked into the farm B&B, searched the back lot for mooses, and then went into town as we finally got the chance to stop and eat. And I chose the Alaskan food of burritos and tacos. Are you kidding me? Eating burritos and looking for wildlife? I'm in heaven. It didn't take long to spot wildlife, as on the side road we looked up and there was an eagle in a tree. The bald eagle, which became the symbol of the United States long before Alaska even became a state. The road we were on was high up on a cliff, so we could just look straight across at this beautiful eagle. Eagle populations dropped to the hundreds when they were hunted legally and illegally throughout the years, as well as animals were affected from the usage of DDT, a popular pesticide at the time. Since then, recovery steps have worked, and their populations are flourishing, especially here in Alaska. We stayed there for a while taking photos of that eagle until the clouds came in and it was time to call it a night and go back to our room. We had to get some sleep, as the next day was whale watching day. We booked ourselves an 8.5-hour whale watching cruise with Kenai Fjords Cruises.
Please got our whale watching boots on and my whale watching pose.
Okay.
Like this.
We were both slap happy with excitement. The Seward community has a long history of commercial fishing and now whale watching. With a population of just around 3,000, this small city is named after William Seward, who served as the Secretary of State for Abraham Lincoln. And I come from Illinois, the land of Lincoln. Is this all coincidence? Anyway, we walked on board, and off we went into the waters of Resurrection Bay. It's always interesting to try to record things on a rockin' boat. We were really excited not knowing what the ocean had in store for us today. First up was the sea otter. They are the largest member of the weasel family. The sea otter's fur coat keeps them warm in these cool waters. This little guy is enjoying some crab legs. He also needs to keep alert, as orcas can easily feed on him. Sea otter populations just east of here were temporarily wiped out in that horrible Exxon oil spill over 20 years ago. Otters are smart little mammals and can often be seen using tools like rocks to break open their food. We let this little guy enjoy his crab legs, and off we went. Immediately we saw another boat watching a humpback whale. But our boat had spotted some large fins off in the distance. What could it be? An army of sharks? Or a pod of orcas or killer whales? These were some resident orcas. They feed mostly on fish, so the humpbacks near that boat aren't in trouble right now with this pod being nearby. A pod is a family group of orca whales, and it is nice to see them here in the wild, as it means that this family is intact, the way it should be. Orcas are very intelligent, and researchers are always learning more about this animal and their populations. Some recent research has shown that the transient orcas, the type that kill humpback whales and seals, and pods like this, the resident orcas, haven't bred with each other for over 10,000 years. They seem to avoid one another, which is very interesting. I was having a fun time trying to capture them on video and in photos, which can be tricky since they only come up to breathe every few minutes. It was one of the most exciting times I ever had filming wildlife. And for Puddin', well, for her it was a dream come true. Just look at that happy face. Our voyage continued as we pulled near the shoreline to look for birds. I was hoping to see a bear or two just hanging around the edge, but I was out of luck. But what we did see were some Dalls porpoises coming towards our boat. These porpoises to me look like little killer whales with shrunken heads. Apparently they love to swim quickly alongside the boats. And also they do a great job in avoiding the camera. Unfortunately, These porpoises don't always avoid the fishing nets, where many lose their life, along with being hunted a lot in the seas off of Japan. This group seemed to be enjoying their afternoon workout. Travel on, Dal porpoises. Ice in the water meant we were getting near a glacier. But I've seen Titanic, and I know that ice can take a boat out. So if we hit some, I was sure going to start pushing and shoving people to get myself into a lifeboat. Yeah, the glacier is about a mile across. I had my camera ready to watch it calving or splitting up. Because of climate change, we're losing our glaciers. People can politicize it and can choose to blame climate change some on human population or not. But either way, it is taking place and quicker than ever recorded. It is a shame, as I was enjoying the scenery, not trying to think too much about the end of the world. Glacier ice.
Holy crap.
The force of it and loud sounds don't even translate well in this video, but it was powerful to see and hear. It was crazy to be able to take a photo of a large ice chunk and then seconds later watch it fall into the sea. I wasn't alone in watching this, as some harbor seals had parked themselves onto large chunks of sea ice. We said so long to these seals, not sure what else the sea wanted to show us.
Thanks for watching this edition of Safari Alaska. For more information about the wildlife featured, read the description below. As always, thanks for watching. Moose.